Let's talk rookies. So Michael Williams didn't play. Upton Stout didn't play. Here's who did. Alfred Collins. Let's go one, rookie for rookie, one by one. Alfred Collins. You see what I'm saying about Alfred Collins? He can, command a double team in the run game. He can hold his ground. There's something to be said for that, for sure. Considering the wide nine is a tricky front, and the Niners haven't really had many defensive tackles who could hold their own in the run game there, except for Armstead. So good for Collins in that one way. But as a pass rusher, there's nothing there. There wasn't anything there in college. There probably wasn't anything there in high school, and there for show ain't anything there now. And if you watch him during plays, he gets the least push of all the defensive linemen. He just gets stonewalled, which is, troubling from the guy who's the biggest defensive lineman. You'd think he'd be able to move someone, but no, because just being big doesn't mean you can move professional offensive linemen. Leverage kind of matters. Pad level kind of matters. And he doesn't have that right now. So what he does is he pushes the guy for like a yard or two and then stalls out and then starts jumping up and down. Called Alfred Collins. Starts jumping up and down. He's going to have more pass breakups this year than quarterback hits. Won't even be close. He could have more pass breakups this year than pressures. He's got to do better than that. The jumping up and down technique. CJ West was more impressive, but he also had no pressures, no quarterback hits, no sacks, no stats. But, if you watch the film, I think both of them will have moments where they were good in the run game, where they took on two blockers and freed up someone else. So not catastrophic, but not like, not phenomenal. Then you had Nick Martin, the third-round pick. Nick Martin was not good. Nick Martin was really alarming. And I was wondering, why have I not noticed Nick Martin in training camp? People keep asking, what do you think of Nick Martin? I'm like, I don't want to say. I don't want to jump to conclusions. It's hard to judge linebackers without tackling. But what I will say is that he has made no plays in preseason, in training camp. No pass breakups, no interceptions. He's always seems to be lost or not around the ball. I'm not watching him, but he hasn't made any plays. D. Winters made a bunch of plays. Picks, pass breakups. Martin, none. Not with the backups, not with the starters, no plays. And so today we saw why. Because he's lost. He doesn't know where he should be. And when he is where he should be, he often whiffs. Does that mean he stinks? He stunk tonight. He looked small. He looked lost. Which is rough because right next to him, Tatum Bethune looked excellent. Plugged in, ready to go. So I don't know what that's about. I mean, not every draft pick is going to be good. We knew why they drafted Nick Martin. They're trying to replace Greenlaw. He has a lot of the same traits. But the fact is, when they took him at the end of round 3, middle of round 3, people were surprised. Why? Because no one projected Nick Martin to be a third-round pick. He was projected to be like a 4th or 5th-round pick. Why? Because of that. Because of the way he played in this game. Because he has questionable instincts, and he was injured last year, and he's small. I thought he was going to light people up. He didn't light anyone up. He might have had one strong tackle and a lot of whiffs. So I wouldn't expect to see him play that much this year. The rookie who was the most impressive, at least of the draft picks, Marquise Siegel. He had the impact that I thought Nick Martin was going to have. Marquise Siegel missed OTAs, minicamp, was hurt, missed the first couple of days of training camp. And then he made like every tackle in this game. It was insane. And then he got hurt. He was doing a little too much. I wonder how he got hurt. I think he's going to be okay. I saw him walking around the locker room afterwards. It's supposed to be his knee. But I'm sold on Marquise Siegel right now. When they drafted him, I mean, I looked at his physical profile. I watched his film, and I was thinking, is this the second coming of Tarvarius Moore? Not Charvarius Ward. Tarvarius Moore. He was what, a third round pick in 2017, 2018. He was, they kept moving him back and forth between corner and safety. He's a bit of a ball hawk. He is a good athlete. He would intercept Jimmy Garoppolo all the time in training camp. Turns out that didn't really mean much. Then when you play him in real games, it's like, oh, he can't tackle whatsoever. He's taking the wrong angles. He's going to kill us. So he didn't play. Siegel is not that guy. Siegel can tackle. Siegel can hit. He's built like a corner. He hits like a linebacker. He has 4.3 speed. He should be the starting free safety. No offense to Jason Pinnock, but come on. This guy might be special. I like Marquise Siegel. Corey Kiner also played. He was all right. I'd like to see a little bit more from Corey Kiner. He didn't have that much space to run. Who else am I forgetting? Jordan Watkins wasn't great. Sebastian Valdez. Sebastian Valdez was the Niners' best rookie defensive lineman in this game. And I think what's interesting about him is he's not like West and Collins. He's not 320 pounds, 330 pounds. He's not trying to tie people up and eat up double teams. He is a penetrator. He's working edges. He can bull rush too, but he's going to get in the backfield. He's going to make tackles. He's going to pursue sideline to sideline. He's in great shape. He's fast. He doesn't have a lot of body fat. He's strong as hell. His teammates call him the Hulk. He's going to make the team. Sebastian Valdez went to Washington. So not a bad day for the rookies, really. It's just this, I mean, it was a bad day for Spencer Burford. A good day for Juwan Jennings. But a bad day for Spencer Burford. Although he's been having some. Shady Luke says, I don't think it's paying the quarterback. It's the fact that the bad drafts have or might have caught up. Well, it's both. Because when they weren't paying a quarterback, they could pay their way out of those problems. They could go trade for Christian McCaffrey. They could go bring in Javon Hargrave to replace Javon Kinlaw. They can't do that anymore. So, yeah, they are at the mercy of their drafts. And I think what's ironic is the Niners have told themselves that they got away with the Trey Lance debacle. It's all good. No harm, no foul for them because they found Brock, which is partly true. Yes, they got Brock, but they still threw those picks away. And so when you're asking like, hey, man, where's the depth on this team? Well, they threw it away. The depth on this team was consolidated into one trade package that they used to get Trey Lance, who's on the Chargers. So that's still affecting them. And if they ever get fired, it's going to be partly because of that. Burford is a Cohn. He couldn't stop the worst D end. Ha! He's a Cohn. Shady Luke says, I got one question, Grant. As a Birds fan, Huff never popped off or showed much in training camp. Is he with Saleh so far? He played in this game. He didn't pop off much, did he? We'll see. I think the idea of him playing on the same line as Nick Bosa is interesting. But I don't know. I mean, Huff had some pretty unproductive years with Saleh as well. I think we still have to see some. Should be Kyle's last year, Grant's best coverage of the team. Thank you very much. Well, if he loses another preseason game, he's freaking out of here, buddy. Out of here.